That's a cheeky little one in there towards Porrick Joyce. It drifted in back into full forward. Trevor Mortimer coming out with it. Oh, he's hit the ball somewhat indiscriminately. It's back there by Gareth Bradshaw, and in the end kicked over the bar. Cormac Ban has got a third. First from play, and it's 3 points to 2. Galway leading. Now Greg Higgins. Higgins, oh, he chips it away to the right-hand side, hoping that Porrick Joyce just might have the legs to get after this, and the cleverness to pick it up ahead of Keith Higgins, and he does so. Nicely back as far as Gareth Bradshaw, driving forward with purpose, but running into a cul-de-sac. Back once again towards Joyce, making an angle and putting it over the bar. Best moment of the match so far. Porrick Joyce. Kevin McLaughlin. Alan Freeman's come out deep in the last few minutes here to the half-forward line. Towards the men inside there, Andy Moran in particular. Trying to recycle it back here for Trevor Mortimer, back up with the forwards, where he's played so much of his football. That looks good, that's much better. And I'm sure some of the Mayo fans are feeling that's where he should be playing. Gary Sice now kicking it into the inside forwards, two waiting in there, little knock back here, comes to Conroy, goal! There was something special before the half-time break, and it's provided by 22-year-old Paul Conroy. Real indecision there by the Mayo backs, not dealing with the high ball pumped in. They were at sea. Conroy thought about picking it up, didn't need to do so, followed it on as it would knock down by Cormac Ban, and he decisively finished it past goalkeeper Robbie Hennelly. Alan Dillon slipping it forward here for Keith Higgins, very mobile player. Now Trevor Mortimer thought about the pass, knocks it in now inside towards Jason Doherty. There's an injury again here. Let's just see what happened.
Keith Higgins gets the ball off that time.
Higgins against Mark Hare.
Yeah.
If the referee saw that, he knows what course of action he has to take.
Yeah.
A yellow card.
Yep, he's lucky to get away with a yellow card that time.
Now Andy Moran's got a chance, got space. Should be a score here. Freeman! Saved up over the bar. It's a point for Mayo. Alan Freeman gets it. Andy Moran had the opening. Watch it here. Dished off to Alan Freeman. There was a little block on it, and it's gone up and over the crossbar. Alan Freeman winning Mayo a line ball. On here towards Andy Moran. Dished off here to Cillian O'Connor, and Cillian O'Connor has put it over the bar. His first point in the championship. Suddenly there's massive intensity. Aidan O'Shea. Here's Kevin McLaughlin. McLaughlin kicking with the left and booting it over the bar. Much better. The 22-year-old from Knockmore gets his first point of the match. Donald Vaughan kicked a good 40 metres. The bounce will be interesting here. Jason left there for Cillian O'Connor. Well saved. Comes back to Andy Moran. Again blocked down, but Andy Moran shoots again. And it's tipped over the bar. Andy Moran's first, and everybody in the six forwards have now scored. A position at half-time which was somewhat different. Up there to Matthew Clancy. Struggling to get past Alan Freeney. It's kicked quickly in as far as Gary Sice. Out came Keith Higgins, spilled it. Porrick Joyce back into Concannon. It's over rather than under. How did he miss? He's got a point, he should have got all three. Dillon. Knocks it down as far as Andy Moran. Has a support player outside, it's Alan Freeman. This is a goal chance. That is a beauty from Alan Freeman. His second championship goal comes after 57 minutes.
Yeah, invariably and inevitably Andy Moore, the creator, but credit Freeman, just keeps it low, keeps it in the ground, uses the skiddy conditions to pebble skip the ball into the corner of the net.
Galway have been careless. That's kicked in again. And the umpires look at it and say, yes, great score. And Ronan McGarrity comes in and strikes a wonderful score. Mayo beat Galway in the Connacht semi-final to set up a final meeting with Roscommon in 3 weeks' time. Full-time score, Mayo 1 goal and 12 points, Galway 1 goal and 6.
I don't think we did ourselves justice in that first half. And we had words at half-time and basically said that we were going to go out and change in the second half, and that's what we did. Thankfully we got the scores at the right times and shut the game out in the last 5-10 minutes.
I think around the middle of the field, around the mid-third, that Mayo dominated it really for the breaking balls, and they were in for every one of them. Plus the fact, I suppose, that there were a number of times that we gave easy, silly ball away, and they punished us every time.
Well, Tony, sum it up. Were Mayo good? Were Galway poor?
Mayo were very good in the second half in particular, and Galway were very poor right through. I suppose the conditions were terrible and the football really reflected that at time, particularly Galway. He only scored 1 point in the second half. People were talking about the O'Shea's beforehand, whether they were up to it at midfield. They did very well, huge intensity around the middle of the field, and Alan Freeman got a good goal. But Galway were poor. Galway were very disappointing today.
You've Tony.
Alan Freeman, full forward, got a fantastic goal. He's a good player. We saw him, he played very well last year as well for them. The second player, Aidan O'Shea, in midfield, played fantastic at midfield himself and his brother, worked hard, huge intensity, and Andy Moore.
All right, Andy Moore as wing forward for Mayo. And who gets the award then?
Well, I'm delighted to say that Andy Moore is the player we chose. I think all Mayo supporters would know what they get with Andy Moore is, real leadership. On a day that was in it horrible conditions, he will stand up. There's no question about that, because he has a great appetite for work, but he has a great passion for Mayo football as well, and he drove them on and was involved in much of their best play. Beautiful lobbed pass for Freeman to finish. Quality finish. But Andy's a terrific forward. Been around a while, great player.
All right then, good stuff, Andy. After the match, he spoke with Claire.
Congratulations, Andy. Johnny Burke from Aircom is here to hand over the award. Andy, through to a Connacht final. A first half maybe you won't want to remember today, but you came good in the second half.
No, I think it was a strange game when our goalkeeper was keeping us in the game in the first half. But the conditions out there and the nerves and the game was such high stakes. It was vital that we won it, and delighted what happened in the second half. We pulled it through.
All right then, time now to look at all the football qualifiers from yesterday.